The C-list cold back in Montecito, the self-styled Queen of California was battling an all too familiar problem. No, not the shocking revelation that her rip-off...
Meghan Markle's carefully built public image is being questioned after her ex-husband. Trevor Engelson reportedly spoke out with serious claims about her past. For years, Meghan has shaped a story about herself centered on being a victim and a strong, ambitious woman. But now, Trevor is sharing details that challenge that narrative, and they're raising some major doubts. One of the most shocking claims is that Meghan had a hysterectomy during their marriage. A hysterectomy is a surgery that removes a woman's uterus, meaning she can no longer get pregnant. Trevor says this was a difficult decision that involved both of
Rumours that she's not a mum and never has been. Just when the difficult Duchess wanted all the talk of her fake baby bumps to fade away,
their families and was made for health reasons. He claims this happened before. Meghan never appeared in public as pregnant, so when Meghan later announced she was expecting her first child, Archie Trevor says he was confused. If she had the surgery, how could she be pregnant? Some people are now saying this supports long-running rumors that Meghan may have used fake baby bumps, and that her pregnancies weren't real. A video of Meghan dancing while supposedly pregnant with her second child has also resurfaced. Some think this is more proof that her baby bump wasn't real. Critics believe Meghan carefully planned her image, and this new information could mean parts of her story were made up. Trevor's comments have reignited old questions. Were Meghan's pregnancies real, or were they staged?
Now the trolls have gone into overdrive with their firm belief that non-mother Meg was never pregnant, and the childless Sussexes continue to subject the world to an extraordinary hoax. The royal runaway's recently released twerking video, allegedly filmed 4 years ago when Meg was expecting Lilibet.
He hasn't just cast doubt, he's made people look again at Meghan's entire story and wonder what's true and what might have been for show. Trevor Engelson, Meghan Markle's ex-husband, has made more claims that are causing a stir. He questioned the timing of Meghan's first pregnancy announcement, saying it came just as the public was starting to turn against her. At the time, there were stories about royal fights, staff quitting, and Meghan acting like a diva. Then suddenly, the palace announced she was expecting a baby. Trevor said the timing didn't feel like a happy moment. It felt like a distraction, and it worked. All the media attention turned to the baby news, and the criticism of Meghan faded. He said Meghan used personal news like this before, even during their marriage, to change how people saw her. He also pointed out how strange he thought.
Skeptics, the Sussexes' widely derided dance film is hard evidence that the manipulative Ms. Markle used prosthetic moon bumps to fabricate both of her phantom pregnancies.
Her pregnancy looked like the bump was too low and too big. This made him wonder why Meghan and Harry would pretend to be parents if it wasn't true. He wasn't the only one. Some people ask why the couple is so secretive about showing their kids' faces. Trevor said that when things got too uncomfortable, Meghan would shift the focus. To him, it wasn't about being a mother. It was about controlling the media's story. Trevor also spoke about Meghan's emotional behavior, claimed she could cry on command and used that skill to make people feel sorry for her, said she. Did it in arguments with him, at work, and even during public interviews. Trevor described it as acting, not real emotion. He remembered times when Meghan would actually rehearse how to sound emotional.
Improbably huge, low-slung baby belly looked kind of odd. But why the hell would the gruesome twosome pretend to be parents? That is the question. Another question, the one the conspiracy theories ask, is why are Meghan and Harry quite so obsessive about not revealing their kids' faces?
Practicing when to cry, how to make her voice break, and when to pause for effect. Watching her do this, he said, felt fake and uncomfortable. Another thing he noticed was how different Meghan seemed in public compared to private. While the world saw a glowing, loving mom holding her baby bump, Trevor, who knew her well, saw something completely different. These claims have added more fuel to the rumors and questions that have followed Meghan and Harry for years. Joshua, Silverstein, Meghan Markle's first boyfriend, spoke warmly about her during a recent interview. He said even at 13, Meghan was confident and driven. Wasn't surprised she went on to do big things, even marrying into royalty. Joshua shared that Meghan had always been focused, with a clear idea of what she wanted in life. At the same time,
the Duchess of Sussex, Joshua Silverstein, was her very first boyfriend. They were both only 13, and he joins me now from Los Angeles. It's so lovely to talk to you, Joshua. You were just teenagers, weren't you? How did you meet?
At a theater summer camp.
Meghan's ex-husband, Trevor Engelson, shared more serious claims about her past. He said the way Meghan held her belly, posed for photos, and even walked during her pregnancies felt very familiar to him. According to Trevor,
Oh no. Oh no, it's frozen. Oh, what a shame. I'll tell you what we'll do, see, this happens all the time. Does it happen to you at home when you're trying to phone your mum or whatever? Does to me. We'll try and get that. Yay!
It reminded him of when Meghan played a pregnant character in a low-budget drama years earlier. She had practiced everything back then. How to move, how to walk with a fake bump, where to place her hands. So when he saw Meghan do the same things,
we'll try and get that. Yay!
Okay.
Hiya, Joshua. How you doing?
I'm good. We're back.
We are back. Isn't it fantastic that we're back? Now, look, you always knew that Meghan was going to do great things, even when she was 13.
in public as a royal, he didn't think it came from motherly instincts. To him, it looked like acting something she had rehearsed before. Trevor also spoke about how much Meghan changed once she became pregnant in the public eye. I said, her look, her style, and her behavior all seemed careful.
I did. You know, Meghan was always a very strong, confident young person. And it was very clear to me at the time that, you know, we were together, I would say, that yeah, she had a very clear idea of where she wanted her.
Fully planned, almost like she was building a brand. From her outfits to her poses, it all looked like it was meant to boost her image. He said Meghan had always wanted to be more than just famous. She wanted to be admired, even iconic.
About her that you thought, I really like that girl and I want her to be my girlfriend.
Well, you know, I think as she told it, she approached me. So I think that in itself was very attractive, that a young...
And in today's world, nothing fits that image better than being seen as a strong, beautiful mother. To Trevor, her pregnancies weren't just about having children. They were also a big part of her public story. Joshua Silverstein shared that
I like her, and then our friends met, and then they kind of arranged it, and then we became girlfriend and boyfriend.
And you've stayed in touch. You know, you have stayed in touch. I mean, it must have been quite strange when you found out, though, that she was going to marry into royalty. I mean, you always knew she was going to do wonderful things.
Stayed in touch with Meghan Markle's mom over the years. She would update him about Meghan's life like when she was acting in Canada or modeling, he said. Meghan was always focused on her goals and busy chasing success at the same time. Meghan's ex-husband, Trevor Engelson, revealed a very different side of her story. He said that while Meghan appeared soft, glowing, and full of joy during her pregnancies, behind the scenes, she was focused on her public image. He claimed she understood that people admire pregnant women, and she used that to her advantage. It wasn't just about playing the part of a mother, it was also about building her brand and making money. Trevor said that the reason given for their divorce long distance was only a nice way to put it. In truth, he said Meghan became obsessed with fame. He described how her personality slowly changed. She used to be kind and loving, but as her career grew, she became cold and focused only on success. She started surrounding herself with people who could help her rise, while slowly pushing Trevor away. The way their marriage ended, Trevor said, was painful and shocking. Meghan didn't call or explain, she just mailed him her wedding ring with no note. That, he said, was the real end. It was emotionless and final, like she had already moved on. Trevor also shared a strange memory from when Meghan was preparing for an acting role where she played a pregnant woman. She borrowed fake baby bumps and studied how real pregnant women walked and stood. She even took photos of herself in front of the mirror to make her acting more believable. At the time, he He thought it was just part of her job as an actress. But years later, when he saw her in public at royal events, doing the exact same poses and holding her belly the same way, it felt strange. He said it was like watching a scene they had already practiced at home. To Trevor, this was more proof that Meghan wasn't showing natural emotion. She was repeating what she had learned from acting. He said that while the world saw a glowing, loving mother, behind closed doors she was focused on how she looked and how people saw her. Trevor Engelson says Meghan Markle's public image as a calm and glowing mother wasn't natural, it was carefully planned. From the way she dressed her baby bump,